Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another Realm of Legends speedrun featuring 6-star, rank 5, Ascended Nick Fury. So you'll notice in the beginning I quit out of the fight and used a revive, because Nick Fury's big damage comes from his second life. But there seems to be a bug since his persistent charge is still at 1, meaning he's still in his life model decoy first life. So I let Winter Soldier batter me until his second life activated. Now that he's in his second life phase, we can really see what kind of damage a 6-star rank 5 Ascended Nick Fury can do. I've also placed the timer in the corner for the fight when the second life activated to get an accurate time for the second life fight. For those of you who don't know how to use Nick Fury, I like to do light ending 5-hit combos because his fourth light places a massive bleed on the opponent, which you can see is doing around 7,500 damage per tick, which is nuts. 30 seconds. I'll be placing the time of each fight at the top of the screen so we can keep track as we go. So I decided to max out and ascend Nick Fury for two reasons. A, I don't see him existing as a 7-star anytime soon, and B, he's good in many different areas of the game, like battlegrounds and especially as a defender in war. Plus, if they can bleed and you have the deep wounds mastery maxed out like I do, Nick Fury is my go-to. I'd also like to note, I don't ever use the masteries Liquid Courage or Double Edge. So I'm sure I'm not reaching his full damage potential, but I don't feel like I'm missing out much either. And that's just me. Now, if you've played Realm of Legends before, you know this Juggernaut can be a pain with his Unstoppable, especially since I'm going for speed. So I make sure to hold block and bait out his heavy so I can get an opening and hope he doesn't throw a special. It's really a roll of the dice as to whether the AI will cooperate in your favor, and I feel like I definitely lucked out in this fight because Juggernaut doesn't even throw one special before Nick Fury's bleeds take him out. "33 seconds for a Realm of Legends Juggernaut fight? Not too shabby. Now we have Rhino, and with class disadvantage, this means his bleeds are going to do even more damage per tick. So try not to blink because you might miss the whole fight and how fast Nick Fury melts this Realm of Legends Rhino. Yeah, with a massive 60k crit off the SP2, this Rhino is down in just 23 seconds. Next is Storm, and we have class disadvantage this time, but it doesn't make much of a difference. The only thing we have to worry about is dexing Storm's Special 1 and Special 2, so we don't get hit with her lengthy stuns. And with another massive Special 2 and a bleed melting her, we have another 23-second fight. Now, for this Vision fight, we can't really take advantage of bleeds because he's immune, so we have to rely on getting some good crits. And I actually thought this fight would be much longer than it turned out to be, but most of Nick Fury's hits are critting for around 11,000 and 18,000 respectively. Plus, the big damage from his Special 2 make very light work of this Vision, even though he's bleed immune. Next, we're back to a bleed-friendly Black Panther, who himself can do some really good bleed damage after his buff, and I'll leave a link below for those of you who are interested. But it still pales in comparison to Nick Fury, whose bleed damage is so crazy that, like the Juggernaut fight, Black Panther doesn't get to activate a single special attack before the bleeds melt him. Now we move on to Scarlet Witch, and she can be a bit of a pain because she will randomly drain your power, making it near impossible to throw a special. But she's not immune to bleed, so specials don't really matter, as she gets completely melted by bleeds in about 22 seconds, which is actually the quickest fight in this whole speedrun. Now we're on to the Realm of Legends Wolverine fight, and this is another fight like the Vision fight that I thought would take more time due to his massive regeneration, which in some instances can heal him at 12k per tick. And again, I was wrong because his bleeds almost completely cancel out Wolverine's regen. Plus, with the help of a nicely placed crit at the end of his special 2, this Wolverine goes down with little effort. Next up is Black Bolt. Nothing here to really worry about except avoiding his special 2, which has a pretty decent length stun that could undo this whole speedrun. As long as we keep an eye on his power, we should be good. Plus, it's not too hard to dex, but most of the time I'll hold block just in case. And he's down in about 26 seconds, which is close to the average fight time for each of these fights. Last but not least, we have the Hulk boss, and again with class advantage, his bleeds just absolutely decimate. As long as we don't get caught by Hulk's special 1 stun with some fancy dexterity work, this fight is easy breezy. With another 26-second fight, this 6-star, rank 5 ascended Nick Fury completes Realm of Legends in just 5 minutes and 6 seconds. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments who you would like to see rank 5 and ascended next. As always, take care and have fun.